It had been a quiet Saturday morning in Cedarwood, a small town tucked between rolling hills and endless stretches of forest. The kind of town where everybody knew each other, where neighbors waved from their porches, and where life seemed slower, safer, almost untouched by the chaos of bigger cities. Emma Carter had lived there her entire life. At 32, she worked as a freelance graphic designer, mostly from the comfort of her cozy two-bedroom house on Maple Street. Her neighbors were kind, and life in the community was simple, though sometimes the quiet made her feel too alone. That morning had started like any other. The sound of birds outside her window blended with the gentle hum of distant lawnmowers. Emma brewed her coffee, made a quick breakfast, and decided to take a warm shower to start the day fresh before diving into her work assignments. She left her phone on the nightstand, played a soft playlist on her small speaker, and let the steam fill her bathroom as she stepped into the shower. The warm water ran down her shoulders, washing away the sleepiness. She closed her eyes, humming along to the music. The world outside the bathroom seemed distant, almost forgotten. But then, just minutes later, she heard something unusual. A sound that didn't belong. It was faint at first, like the creak of a floorboard. She froze, holding her breath, her ears straining to listen. Maybe it was nothing, she told herself. Old houses had their noises, pipes expanding, wood settling. Still, something about it didn't feel right. Her heart skipped when she heard it again, clearer this time. The sound of the front door clicking open. Emma's mind raced. She was sure she had locked the door. She always did. She lived alone, and locking up was second nature. Her breathing quickened as footsteps echoed faintly down the hall. Someone was inside her house. Emma's first instinct was panic, but then she recognized a voice. "Emma, are you home?" It was her neighbor, Michael Reed, from next door. Michael was in his late 30s, a divorced father of one teenage boy. He had always been polite and friendly, the kind of neighbor who shoveled her driveway when the snow got too heavy and helped carry groceries when she was struggling. But why was he in her house now? Emma quickly turned off the shower, grabbed her towel, and wrapped it tightly around herself. Her heart pounded as she stepped out of the bathroom, leaving small puddles of water on the floor. She opened the door just a crack and called out, her voice trembling. "Michael, what are you doing here?" There was silence for a moment, then his voice again, closer this time. "Emma, I'm so sorry. I knocked, but you didn't answer. Your door was unlocked, and I thought maybe something happened. I didn't mean to scare you." Emma's mind raced. She distinctly remembered locking the door, but maybe she had been distracted. She had been rushing that morning, and it wasn't impossible she had forgotten. She tightened her grip on the towel and slowly stepped into the hallway. Michael stood there awkwardly, holding a small cardboard package in his hand. His expression was apologetic, almost embarrassed. "I think this got delivered to my house by mistake," he explained quickly, extending the box toward her. "It had your name on it. I didn't want it to get lost, so I figured I'd drop it off. I swear I didn't mean to just walk in like that. I got worried when you didn't answer." Emma felt a mixture of relief and lingering unease. She adjusted the towel around her shoulders, trying to calm her racing heart. "Michael, you scared me half to death," she said with a nervous laugh. "I thought someone was breaking in." "I'm really sorry," he said again, looking genuinely regretful. "I shouldn't have come in without your permission. I just thought maybe something was wrong." Emma sighed, the tension in her chest slowly easing. Michael wasn't a stranger. He had proven himself trustworthy over the years. Still, the situation was awkward. She gave a small smile and took the package from him. "Thank you for bringing this over. Next time, just maybe wait until I answer the door." He chuckled softly, scratching the back of his neck. "Yeah, you're right. I'll do that. Sorry again, Emma." She nodded, and he turned to leave, but the encounter lingered in her mind long after he closed the door behind him. Why had he seemed so nervous? Why hadn't she heard him knock? And most importantly, had she really forgotten to lock her door? Or had something else happened? The day moved on, but the uneasy feeling stayed with her. She tried to work on her projects, answering emails and sketching out designs, but her thoughts kept drifting back to the incident. She replayed it over and over. The sound of the door unlocking, the footsteps in the hallway, the sight of Michael standing there with a package. Something about it didn't sit right. Later that evening, as the sun dipped behind the trees and shadows stretched across Maple Street, Emma sat on her porch with a cup of tea. The crickets chirped, and the neighborhood was peaceful. Across the street, she noticed Michael outside, fiddling with his mailbox. Their eyes met briefly, and he gave a small wave. Emma returned it, but her stomach twisted. She couldn't shake the thought that there was more to his visit than he had admitted. And then, the very next day, something happened that deepened the mystery even further.